Okay, so this is our fun cardio exercises. So you're gonna do repeat 10 exercises for 3 to 4 times, depending on how much you want to exercise. You can set up your every minute on the minute for 30 or to 40 minutes, depending on how much you want to do. So the first one is the standing cross crunches with the plate. So you're gonna get a very light plate, 1.25 kgs here, and you're going to put your arms on the side in a shoulder lateral raise position. Remember that the shoulder lateral raise position is not aligned with the body, it's slightly forward, okay? So when you put your arms correctly, you're going to just raise your feet. So this is the standing cross crunches with the plates, okay? Make sure that you have your core nice and tight, because this is an exercise that's going to work a lot of your balance and a lot of your core as well. Then you're going to do your air squat. You can either hold them next to your core and do your air squat, or you can simply leave them on the floor and do your air squat. Okay? Remember that the air squat, your feet is slightly wider than your hips, and your feet are slightly open, and you're going to go down as much as your flexibility allows you without caving in your back. After the air squat, you go for the rower machine. Now, the rower machine my apologies, I don't have a camera helper here. So the rower machine, you're going to first use your legs, then your arms, then your arms, then your legs. That's how we do it. So you're going to do legs, arms, arms, leg. Legs, arms, arms, leg. Then you're going to bend your back slightly to the back, and you're going to do the movement. After the rower machine, you will do the kettlebell swing. Now, the kettlebell swing, it is a hinge movement. It's a hinge movement with your hips, okay? So you're going to put your feet slightly apart from your hips, parallel, and you're going to grab a kettlebell. Ideally, I don't have one, so I'm going to use a dumbbell. And your arms are not going to move at all. It's going to move just because of the leverage of the movement. So you don't move your arm intentionally, you just let your arm go with the flow of the movement. So when you reach, when you bend in the hinge movement, you reach up, the arm will move because of the movement, not because you are intentionally moving. When you finish the movement, remember that your glute needs to be really nice and tight. You have to feel very deep contraction on your gluteus, and you also need to keep your spine nice and neutral. After doing the kettlebell swing, you go for the mountain climber. I recommend to use a push-up bar because it puts your wrist in a more neutral position instead of putting strain on your wrist, especially if you do have any pain on your wrist already. So you're going to use the push-up bar and you do a mountain climbers. In a plank position, you're going to engage your gluteus, engage your core, and push the floor. That's the intention here. Push the floor, engage your gluteus, engage your core, and you're going to do the mountain climber. One leg after the other. After the mountain climber, you go for your sumo squat with the Arnold press. Now, Arnold press is this movement. You're going to be holding the plates here. It's going to be a very, very light plate. If you have 1 kg dumbbell, it's even better. And that's the Arnold press. But you're going to do two movements because you're going to do the sumo squat. You're going to stand in a wider position here. Your feet are going to be a lot more open than a normal squat, but you have to make sure that your knee follows whatever you are able to open according to your flexibility of your knees, okay? So you're going to be opening your feet a lot wider than your squat. Then you're going to open up your feet a lot wider as well. Then you're going to do two movements. So sumo squat and Arnold press. So down and press. Down, press. Down, press. Remember, when you're here, you're going to have all your core engaged and your glutes also engaged as well. After the sumo squat with the Arnold press, you're going for your push-up. Now, using your push-up bar, you're going to put your push-up bar a little bit wider than your shoulders because I want to work more the chest. The closer you put the push-up bar doing a push-up, you're going to work more your triceps. You're going to emphasize more triceps. So you're going to put it a little bit wider, and you're going to make sure that when you finish the position, your hands are just below your chest, okay? So you're going to go down as much as your body, your arms align with your body. I don't want you to go further because I don't want to create strain on your shoulders, especially when you're really tired. You're going to see that this exercise here, you're going to do very slow and controlled because I want you to catch up your breath, okay? So down and up. When you go up, make sure you squeeze. The intention is to squeeze and put your elbows together. If this is too difficult for you, you're going to do exactly the same movement on a bench. So you're going to go down and squeeze. Down and squeeze. Make sure your core is nice and engaged. I don't want to see anything moving here. Strong core, nice and neutral position. Go down and squeeze. Down and squeeze. Make sure everything's nice and strong. After your push-up, you're going for the cross trainer. The cross trainer machine over here. So you can do the cross trainer watching your heart rate, maintaining that zone 2 training. You can either do forward or you can do backwards. It's really entirely up to you, okay? After that, you go for your TRX row. So the TRX row, you're going to make sure that obviously everything is set up. But when you go for your row, the intention here is to have your core engaged, nice and neutral position of the spine. Then you're going to row, putting your shoulder blades together, and make sure that when you finish the movement here, you have that 30-degree angle below your shoulders. Never here, always here. So you're going to finish the movement, shoulders blades together, nice and tight, core nice and tight, and you're going to go back. Remember, this is also an opportunity for you to catch your breath, okay? So I want you to do this exercise as well, very nice and slow, just like we did the push-up, okay? Now, remember that the further away you are, the easier this exercise becomes. The closer you are to the wall, the more difficult it becomes because you're going to go down, a lot more down, okay? Then, lastly, you're going for the bike. So, have your bike already set up. Remember that when you go, when your knee is all the way down, it needs to be slightly bended, okay? And then you go for your 1-minute bike. Make sure you monitor to if your heart rate went down when you were doing the TRX because you wanted to catch up your breath. Make sure you raise it to that zone 2 training again. and then you repeat all of those 10 exercises another 3 times if you want to do it for 40 minutes, or another 2 times if you want to do for 30 minutes, and enjoy it.